just couldn't figure out how to do it.
Okay. So this is, sorry, I know I lost my balance. How can I trust it? So here's how you get them into position. All right, come this way. I'd like to smell this area first.
Oh, she.
So I'll show you visually. You lure them, and you lure her right around here. Come on, yeah, you can have that. I know it's very spooky. I am a scary looking critter, huh? Come on. I'm gonna bring Haven out here, and then you're gonna have a fit. Come on. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go.
See, it's safe.
Yeah. You see how I'm breaking it down?
Mm-hmm.
Till I get her where I want her. She doesn't want to put her back feet on this, too. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Yes. Very good. Very good. I want her back feet up a little closer to here.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen is her feet are going to be there, her forefeet are going to be here. This treat's going to go there. So she has to walk off of that
Okay.
to get this treat,
Okay.
and then she has to back up onto that to be able to see you again.
Okay.
Come on. Come on, sweetie. Yeah, very good. Very good. Yeah. Very good. Yes. Well, it's wonderful. It's just wonderful. Yeah. Come on. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna, that's okay. That's just, she doesn't understand it yet.
Right.
Right.
So that's okay. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Come here. Where's sweetie puppy? Come here. Hey, this one. Go on. Get it. Okay. Come on. I scared you now. Okay, you're gonna make me work for it, I see. Alrighty then. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's it. Yes. So I'm going to reinforce every step of the way. Here. Yeah, very nice. Haven today, I made him go up on an angle, and he didn't understand that. So we walked down the path a little bit further, and then I came back. We did it again, and he got it.
Hi.
Come on. Yeah. There you go. Yes. Come forward. Yeah, that's right. Oh, and there we go. We're back up. Yeah, come forward. Whoa. All right.
What's wrong?
You're a little wound up.
Yeah.
So we're going to let you have a moment here before we start this. That's right. We're going to have a little moment.
What's the matter, huh?
Because I just haven't had a chance to acclimate. I needed more time to acclimate. Huh? Did you need more time to acclimate? We just went right into working.
Is that too hard?
We went right into working. Good girl, yeah. That was my fault. Okay, we'll find the perfect spot here. There you go. Yeah, you be wound up, girlie. You be wound up. So the other thing I do is I hold. What I didn't want to do is force her with body language, you know?
Yeah.
But the other thing you can do is hold treats on either side of her head and back her up and then treat. And then
Okay.
back her up and then treat.
Oh.
But this we'll get. We might not get it with this. Maybe we'll need something else, huh? Maybe we'll do it with this. Huh? Yeah, maybe we'll do it with this. Yes. I had a German Shepherd just like you that did a flying leap at the yoga mat. Here you go. Oh, here you go. She's suspicious today. Good girl. Yeah. She's suspicious today. Now we have to smell this.
Yeah. I've had better luck with the yoga mat than the other thing I tried because she thinks when I put anything down on the floor like that, she's supposed to lay down on it.
Oh yeah.
But the yoga mat seems to not quite
We're
have
not
that
done.
same.
Well, but we're not done. We're not done. Okay? Come on.
What was that all about?
She's a little frustrated. Good. So now I'm just gonna, it's all right. Half step. Half step? Yes! Good girl! All right, now we can start to get a rhythm going. So let me find the sweet spot here. Yeah, I know. There you go. Yes. So that's what you want us, so I'm not even gonna have her come off yet.
Okay. That's the step back is
Just a step back, so let's start there because we can get her there. Having them come off and then go back onto another surface sometimes helps them, but she's just going around in turning around and going back on the mat
yeah.
like she would if it was mat work.
Right.
So, come here. Come on. No, you're not laying down. Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Well,
She did take a step back. In
that's all right. So now we're going to start saying when she's not doing anything. We're gonna break this down even further. Every time you're not getting the behavior you want, it's because she doesn't understand what you're asking her to do. So we're gonna break it down to her just staying with her back feet on the mat and getting rewarded for that. And then we're just gonna go a little bit back and then come forward again.
But one thing I was wondering, when I first got her, the first couple of months, one of the things we worked on was stand. Sit down and stand. But I haven't been working on stand for months because it didn't seem so useful. So do I need to start working on stand with her?
Well, positions take forever to teach. Sit down, stand. And what you want is what you're really looking for, but you want the dog to stand when you want it to stand.
Right.
So that's just stand. I guess that's me. But what you want is to teach the dog to go down from a standing position. So you do want stand. So it's stand, down, because the sit has always been in that step.
Okay.
Let's
But I found the stand was harder to teach than
Yeah.
sit and down for some reason.
And here's what you have to do, and I'll see. Can I get up? Oh, can I get up? Here we go. You have to keep it so that their body's straight. You don't want it up too high, you don't want it too low. See how I'm right there? So that her whole, whoop, you are very spooked of me today.
Yeah.
You are spooked of me. Spooked, I'm telling you. Spooked. Down. 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 Yes. Good girl. Yes. So you want to get a little cheapy mirror like this and set it up so you can be looking in the mirror and see her back feet
Okay.
go on to the mat, so that the minute that back foot hits, that is where you mark. And the treat does not have to come on the heels of a behavior. The marker word has to come on the heels of the behavior. What do you think, huh? What do you think? Stand. Yes. Down. Yes. So what we want is a rock back where all 4 feet stay solid and they just rock back into a down. Stand. Yes. Down. Yes. Sit. This is always a tough one too. Sit. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Now come out here a little bit. Come. That's the air conditioning that went on. Yes. 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 4 in a row. I don't want to push it to 5. I want to do a get a cookie, get out of Dodge, and try it again a little bit later. So if you can get 1 or 2
Yeah.
where she's just stepping back, even if she's still on that mat, that's fine.
Okay.
You want to try? You'll probably do much better than me.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, I don't know. She likes you better. Here we go. You want to sit or stand?
I think I'll stand.
Okay.
See how that works.
Okay.
Okay. Shiloh, come.
Yeah, and now pull it, yeah, bring it out. Bring her out so her front feet are off. Just leave her there, front, yes.
Yes.
Good, now, between your feet. Okay. So then you're not gonna be that far away, yeah. There you go. You got it? Okay. Put it back here by your heels.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
That's good. Take that. Take the baby steps.
Good.
Yes. What she said.
Yeah, but you don't want to treat her up there. You want to, whenever she's going to get a cookie for what she did,
Well,
it's
it all
back-
has to be down there? Okay.
it has to be down here.
All right.
So that way she'll get a rhythm.
Do I mark? When she
No,
sits?
but put another cookie down. Okay, she's done. We'll just take a break.
Get it.
And do sit down stand.
Okay.
And the sit should come from the down position, and the down should come from the stand position, because those are the hardest
Yeah.
for them to do. But don't make everyone hard.
Okay, so what do I mark? Do I mark the stand?
Yeah, you mark the stand. You mark it and then you treat. So you're gonna say stand.
Stand?
There. So
I
what?
cheated too.
All right, hands at your side. You're gonna say stand.
Stand?
So now put your hand out there like you have a treat in it. Good.
Yes.
There you go.
Down. Down.
Good.
Yes. Good girl.
Yeah. Between their paws with it down. Always between their
Oh.
paws.
Okay. Sit. Sit. Yes.
There you go. Very good. What a good girl.
Stand. Yes. Whoops. Stand. Yes. Good girl. Whoops. My clumsiness. Down.
So once you get this, that she has a semblance of what you want, you then put a chair down. And it's down. Stand. Sit. it. The reason you do this is because she just keeps on creeping up. They all do. That's what they do. They creep up on you. So once you start to have a semblance, then you can start to put,
Okay.
yeah, then you can start to put a chair between you. And the stand will be here, the down will be there, wherever it is that she'll be able to get it
Yeah.
easily. But you definitely want to, and you can start by just now you have to see how far back she'll need it. Getting to it down. Okay. So we can go back here. Good girl, yeah, good girl. Did you get it?
Yeah.
You got it, yeah. Good girl. Down. Yes, good girl. Good girl. So you start to get a chair between you and her so that you start to get some crisp behaviors. The position changes are the hardest things to teach. They're really hard to teach and they take forever, as does heel,
I haven't even tried to heal.
which is really complicated.
Yeah. I don't feel like I really need heal
You
anyway.
probably don't. The only reason I'm teaching it is so I can learn it. Hey, girlie. Hey, girlie. Yeah. Let's try this again. Yes. I didn't see a foot move.
Yes, it did.
Yes.
My other feet did. Yes.
Yeah. There you go. So now you need two of you here.
That was too much.
One too many. So now you know 3, and then give her a break. Tomorrow do 4, and then give her a break. See if you can't get to 4. Next day do 5, give her a break. What you don't want is them rehearsing behaviors that you don't want,
Right.
or making mistakes, because you know how that dampens the
She's a little, acting a little different to me.
Has she done that to you before?
Not that one. Not behind, from behind.
Well, she looked quite comfortable doing that. And whenever you want to get them, like if you wanted to get her into whatever, you know, you would introduce it. And just yes. Three's her limit. Gonna have to really work on gonna have to work on getting her engaged enough, where it's rewarding enough for her to, so you have to find a treat that's rewarding enough for her
Yeah.
to stay in the game.
Well, I've noticed, some days she's much more into it than others.
And those are the days that you wanna practice. And then you just, sometimes I just leave something like this out so that they can explore it on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Get their,
So what's the purpose of this?
this, if I was gonna teach a dog, how to circle me, clockwise and counterclockwise, I would want the dog to, not be able to make a mistake. So I would start, so if I wanted the dog on my left, I would start right here with the treat, like this. With my left hand, I'd start right here with the treat, and I'd bring them in here, and bring them all the way around,
Oh, okay.
and they would be right here. That's why we're doing the same thing with this. We're doing a circular motion and bringing her in. And then, once I got the dog in there and they were comfortable, I would close that, and I would start to, the dog took a step here, I would say yes and treat, and then another step, yes and treat. Another step, yes and treat. Slow. I would treat every attempt that they made a forward motion.
Okay.
Want to come in here and try? You want to do a circle? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. It's just too scary, isn't it? Yeah, it's just too scary. Yeah.
Is that scary?
It's just too scary. That way you teach the dog, and as the dog starts becoming really fluent, then you start to open up the circle until you don't need it anymore. This would be the same thing for creating a so you want a heel, you would be, and then they couldn't go any further than this. And although I like to use a Cato board.
A what board?
This is a Cato board,
Oh,
and so I put that here, and I'm here, and you do the same thing if you want the dog to walk up on the Cato board. Yeah. Bring it right here. Yes, good. Good. Yeah. Do you have all four on there? Yes. Get it?
oops.
Whoops.
Did you fall
Get
off?
it? There you go. That's it, girlie. Yeah, that was it. that was it. And then there's shoulders right there at your leg. So you might have this up against a wall. So they can't really jump off and do that. And these are used for innumerable things. These are used to teach sits and downs, your positions. And a dog this size can go down on a board like that. They just do a rock back. Come here. All the way up. All the way. Yes. Very good. Very good. Sit. Sit. I see. Well, that wasn't quite a sit. Was it? Was that a sit? Was that a sit?
I don't think so.
So how is going away these days? Leaving her alone?
We haven't really done much of it
Okay.
for various reasons. You know, we're still
Our
dealing
house
with
is-
this house situation.
House is trash right now with, I don't know, it just kind of, things are not normal at our house right now. So
Yeah.
leaving her in there, I don't know, she's a little, she's doing pretty good, but
I mean, she's fine when we like leave her in the living room and we go take showers or
Yeah.
it's so I mean she just lays down. So but we haven't really left the house, so to speak. Now we're gonna have an interesting situation probably with her in the next couple of weeks because we're gonna have to move out of the house when they actually start the repair work.
yeah,
So
they
we
gotta
could-
pack up the whole house.
So we
Well,
not the bathrooms and the kitchen, but all the sundry.
Yeah, all the furniture has to come out? You're doing new floors?
Entirely. Even though we just have water damage up to about that much right there.
Right.
They got, since it's continuous through the bedrooms, the living room, dining room, hallway, just gonna do the whole thing.
And they're not gonna do one teller off.
I'm sorry.
Teller off and then, yeah, there you go. Good girl.
Yeah, so we're gonna be staying with a friend of mine.
Do they have a dog?
No, but they have a cat. But the cat is, Deb says she's mostly outside and when she's in the house, she's in her bedroom, so she doesn't think it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, right. Until the cat is curious about the dog and says, "Oh, chase me."
I hope the cat's
Um,
fast.
Do you have a exercise pen? You take an exercise pen with you so that you can put that pen across stairs, up, or
We got all kinds.
We got all that stuff.
We got, in our kitchen, we have little things that you can open a door.
mm-hmm.
We got baby gates there.
Baby gates, yeah, that's what they are, which is pretty neat. Because we don't want her in the kitchen when we're cooking or doing anything.
I can
She comes up on
understand.
the counter.
She wants to help. She wants to help us
I mean,
cook.
she can get everything now.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If it doesn't go well, we'll probably go to our mountain house.
Go to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Check out those windows.
Yeah. But, you know, the
Because you
other
haven't
thing,
been up there since you had them put in.
well, two of
Two of them were, but not the third one.
the third one we weren't here. But, you know, I have a bunch of seedlings that need water and stuff. So if we can make this work with my friend, you know, we'll be there. And we can see what they're doing with the work.
Are they close by?
Well, not close, but
15 miles maybe from the house.
That's she's just being antsy. She's being jumping the trees for that.
I would give cheap for sitting.
Okay.
Hey,
She's a little she's having a little.
I wonder, do you think she might be getting close to getting in heat?
How old is she?
She's 10 and a half months.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think
I'm
it's-
wondering if that could be something.
I think it's kind of affecting her behavior, so I think.
What? I've never had an intact female
Come
before.
here. Are you planning to keep her intact?
No.
No. Just
So?
go through the first period,
And
whatever you call it, the dog.
we actually, they might recommend not doing it before 18 months.
I agree.
So we might
Oh,
have to go through
yeah,
several
there you
weeks
go.
before.
Yes, that was very good. Yes, can you roll over? I got it. No, you can't even let my head near you.
So remind me how to get her to come to me. I let her, I don't keep her on a leash in the backyard all the time. I let her run. She loves to run. But getting her to come to me is impossible outside. She'll come to me inside. But she's been running around. And then I say it's time to go in. She thinks we're still playing.
Yeah, well, it's time to go in, and how exciting is that?
No, it's not. It's not.
So, I would, when you're outside, I would put her on a longer leash,
Uh-huh.
and I would do Shiloh come, and then I would pick a position. Shazam! Something like that.
Okay.
And she's just looking at me
Right.
strange. But I can show you Haven, I do this, and he's like, game on! You know? So you just have to teach him this means, you know, this means get over here. To Haven it means run around like a maniac and then come right in here between my legs.
And do you give him a treat when he does that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she runs past me and decides she wants to take a little bite.
Oh.
That's what she does with me.
Yeah.
And she's not, she doesn't bite hard. It just sometimes when she hits me at 55 pounds, hits me going 110
Well,
miles an hour.
yeah, that's, Haven occasionally does that too, where he goes up in the air. The way to deal with that is to put jumping as a cue. Put it on cue.
Uh-huh.
So, up. Come on. Almost. Almost. Yes. Come on. Come on. Yes. 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 Come on. All right, so we'll start with touch. Yes. Now, touch. All right. Touch. Yes. Touch. Yes. Touch. Yes. Touch. Yes. Touch. Yes. Touch. Yes. Very good. So you gradually get that to where she went off her feet. So you saw when I presented her with the finished, you know, behavior, she didn't have the slightest idea what I wanted.
Yeah.
So rather than have, so now I went back to something she knows.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I gradually brought that over her head.
Right.
But she was looking at me like, what?
Yeah.
What do you want? Yeah. Well, I forget. I forget sometimes. You always break down behaviors to teach them. You can always break down the behavior more. You think you're at the baby step of all baby steps of all baby steps, and you can still break the behavior down more.
Yeah. And that, see, I have a problem figuring. those
Everybody
baby
has a
steps.
problem figuring that out. Shaping is, and it's not a recipe. It's not the same for every dog.
Right.
So what you have to learn is my dog understanding? not understanding. So what can I do? How can I break this down so that the dog will understand it and get it right? So I brought it back down to something the dog knows,
Right.
which is touch and is very good at. And then you'll just gradually bring her on the side and have her jump up and hit your paw.
So, do we, like in this case, keep using touch as the cue
Mm-hmm.
and not jump?
You can, it's called a nose bop. So you can go bop if you want up high. But I don't think you need, I'm not somebody that can keep a dozen different cues in my head for variations of, so it's like touch up here means the same as touch down here
That makes sense.
to me, you know. I gave up on rally freestyle as I got around and orbit going the other way, and then there were a couple more they wanted me to get, and I'm like, I'm fine with the round and orbit. That's all I can have, and in 6 months I'll tackle the next.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we used to do twirl,
Oh,
spin
yeah.
and twirl. I haven't done that for a long time either because I've been
Spin one way, twirl the other, yeah. Hey, are you going to
good at that too?
Are you going to sleep? We're not ready for that. Let's see if we can get this back on track. All right? Let's see if we can get this back on track, okay? Come on. You better have something better than that old stinking, noise.
She likes this.
Yeah, she does like them, but she's satiated right now. So, you know, it's like pizza, pizza, pizza. Not as exciting as the first bite.
Yeah, I think her most exciting treat is hot dogs. Which I try not to do too many because they're not really good for anyone.
Yeah.
No, cheese, she likes cheese.
Get it? Good. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I didn't want to sit, but that's not a backup. No, that's not a backup. Come forward here. That's not a backup either. Yeah, that's not a backup either. So now we're going to do, come forward. Yeah, come on. And now we'll do,
Yes.
yes.
What a
You
good girl.
have to have them both full of treats. And then whichever way her head is, feed from the other hand. I know. Just in case.
Good.
Yeah, it's yummy, huh? This is much better than. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, whoops. What am I doing? Yes. And then you stop having the treat in your hand. So this goes on as she becomes proficient in this, because this is going to be for left and right turns. I mean, you know, when you're out walking her, you wanna do a left or a right turn, she's gonna need to know how to back up. I know, cheese is
So
good.
when do you add the verbal cue for it?
Once the dog gets 8 out of 10, then you start to add. But first, before I did that, I would I'd be doing 4 or 5 at that level, and then I'd just take a step back, and then I do it, and now she's taking 2 steps back, and she gets 4 or 5 of those, and then I take another step back, and now she's taking 3 or 4 steps back. So it goes with you backing up rather than you forcing the dog with body language to sit. 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 Is this how you do sit?
I usually just, I haven't really been
Good.
using hand signals other than in the very beginning I had a treat like
Yeah, stand. Yes. Down. Yes. Beautiful. Stand. Yes.
maybe she still remembers some of that
She
stuff.
remembers them, and you can polish that up
Yeah, I haven't worked on
to
it
where
yet,
it's
but-
really sharp. And sometimes that's just what the puppy needs. Yes. It's just, so you like me better now, huh? It was iffy there for a second.
Yes, it was.
It was iffy. What kind of cat? How old?
I'm not sure. It's not the young cat, I know that.
Okay.
I think it's just a regular
So,
American short hair.
with the introduction, she's in a crate, and let the cat come
Okay.
smell her and all that.
She's been around cats before because the place, the girl that we board her with in the mountains has 3 cats.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Sit. 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 Here's what I'm gonna do. Sit. Good. Very good. She backed up. I'll take that. Yes. So I get, I would start this rather than like this, I would start this in a crate. Yeah. And every time she moved away from the cat, she gets a reward.
Put the cat in a crate?
Then put the cat in the crate. Oh, not the live cat.
Oh, okay.
No, a fake cat. Yeah, and every time she moves away, see, it becomes a lot less interesting when she can't lean her head over the thingy dingy and get it, huh, baby girl? Yeah. Yeah. I'm taking something from Fenzi this month too. Oh yeah, I'm taking a deep dive into Control Unleash with my mentor, Kimberly Palermo. You know, I'm already certified, but
Yeah.
never hurts to hear how she puts things and then be able to tweak my own presentation of it. And, you know, it's $65, you can't.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You
That's a
can't
big
go
price.
wrong. It's different. E-learning's way different than learning but if you can get into e-learning, it's a great way to learn.
Well, you can always, you know, learn extra, even if, like we're coming here, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
to
I
do
don't
other
think
things.
Deb has a teacher's assistant, but if she does, they'll have a Facebook page, and it's the, whatever your class is, TA, you know, 306, or that'll be
Yeah.
the Facebook page. And you have to take a screenshot of your payment page and that you paid, and it has to show that your name, it has to show your name and everything. And you can always take a photo and send it to them, you know, of that. And I've yet to get screenshots down, but that way then you have a Facebook page you can go to. And that's very helpful with Bronze because she has a TA you can send something in to. And you can always send me a video.
Yeah.
And I will take a look at it and see what to tweak.
But I find it, you know, those little videos that the old people post and reading the comments on those, that's really helpful.
Yeah,
Because
it gives you
that's
that.
stuff that's not in the book, you know, like one of the things is if they're moving too much or getting too excited.
What do I do when this is happening?
Yeah. So I said, do this, you know, and it doesn't say that in the book. Like, for example, there's this 2 bowls where they're supposed to wait until you say get it. So if they're too eager to give like a calm marker in between the 2 bowls, and if they're too slow with the bowls, do a, you know, toss a treat and tell them to get it.
To get more energy, yeah.
So
We've done those, so we've done 2 bowls, no waiting,
Yeah.
and then 2 bowls waiting. I always had to just put your hand over until they start to give you that, which they will do, though, and it won't take very many where you can't get it. The other one is Cookie Bowl Smackdown.
Yeah.
That's the most fun way to teach them restraint around a bowl.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all the Zen exercises are great. They're absolutely great because that's what, you know, unless you've got a sport dog, well, and even if you do have a sport dog, you know, where sport dogs, they want to bring the energy up, but when they want the energy down, they want to be able to bring it down too. So most of my stuff is always about keeping the dog's energy down because most puppies and such have no trouble with energy levels.
No.
This girl's pretty mellow when she's here. I don't know whether that's.
She's pretty mellow most of
Is
the
she?
time.
Yeah.
Too. Except, I mean, when she's outside running and she has, every once in a while, I think she still kind of gets zoomies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She hasn't had indoor zoomies for
No,
a
she doesn't.
while.
And treats for you out in the yard. You should have a cookie jar out there where you can just go get a treat. Let's go.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
and let her know you're going to get paid for coming to me.
Right.
You can start to not pay every time after a while, but it never hurts when you're teaching them, when you're first teaching them, for you to be generous.
Better start wearing a little pouch again.
Yeah.
You know, you can just get a cookie jar from the dollar store like that the Cheerios is in. and just put it out there? Do you have a deck or?
Sunroom. We got a screened-in porch, and it goes into a sunroom. We have a pretty good-sized backyard. And this backyard is.
Is it upstairs?
No.
Okay, so keep the cookie jar inside the screened-in porch.
Yeah.
And then you can always shake it. I used to, God, I had this little long-haired Chihuahua when I first got it. It was an escape artist, and I used to, hot dog mama, hot dog mama. And that's what I called myself. And every time the bear came, he got a hot dog.
Yeah, that's what I gotta do.
Yeah.
But I'm maybe.
He feels like it's bribing.
Well, it is bribing, but what do you want?
Yeah.
Do you want to, you can't chase the dog around. The other thing is to move away from the dog. Point your feet away from the dog and move away from the
I
dog.
do. Now that's worked. I can go into the sunroom, go through the screen, go in. Once she realizes I'm gone, and then she's not up there, then she'll use it.
Then she's out there all by herself.
Sometimes she beats me into the main part of the house.
Anything else is,
But we have a segmented yard, just, a gate in between two sections. And sometimes I want her to run the whole thing, and sometimes I only want her to run this part, and sometimes I'm over here in this section, and I want her to come to me before I go in. So that's why I need to have the troop with me, I guess,
yes.
in my little pouch. And sometimes I'm over in the other part of the yard, and she loves to dig. I'm trying to encourage her not to dig. That dog can dig a hole faster.
Have you done a sand pile yet?
We haven't. We talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it. We got an area for doing that. That's not priority yet. Just priority is getting her to come to me and not run at me and hit me, almost knock me down. She's playing, but she'll just kind of open her mouth and and that's how I get these little things. She'll run past me and have her mouth open.
So I would teach her to come up right in here by having treats right here and have her she comes up and sits in front of you.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah.
So rather than taking a swipe at you on her way past,
Yeah, that's exactly what she does.
That's what she does.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not-
we teach her. Shiloh here. Is it come or here?
Come, I've been using it.
Shiloh, come. Come on, I got it. Good. Yes, I do. Yes, right up here. Right up here. Yes. Oh, very good. Yes. Yes. And then move over here. Shiloh, come.
I'm gonna start that this afternoon. We may work until bedtime.
Shiloh, come. See, already she's getting more and more
Yeah.
willing. Now once she understands what's going on, you left something over here. Hey, Sook. Speaks German.
She is a German Shepherd.
You are a German
She should
Shepherd, aren't
understand
you?
German.
So it doesn't take her very long. And then, Shiloh comes and she gets 10 treats.
Mhm.
So that she goes, oh wow, that's special. That was really good. So it doesn't hurt to every once in a while, give them a jackpot of
Yeah.
treats. Because you want them. I'll send you Susan Garrett's. I think I have sent it to you, but there's a really real relaxation. But you definitely, it's the front, and this is hard to teach. The front is right here.
Mhm.
I still haven't got Haven. I have him over here on my left, which is hard to teach too,
Yeah.
because they don't, now I'm teaching Haven to, keep his shoulder touch, keep his shoulder on my leg. That's fun. Especially with my balance. I started my yoga again.
Yeah.
I haven't done yoga in I did yoga since 1970. I stopped about 6 years ago. I don't know why. I think probably pain.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to get back into it. Boy, am I rusty.
Oh, I can imagine. That yoga is hard.
Yoga's hard.
She does.
Any kind of mobility exercises, if you don't keep doing them.
If you don't keep doing them, yeah.
Up in our mountain house, we have a full gym downstairs, but, so it's easy to get and work out at least 3 times a week with free weights. And she's starting to go back to her gym here, but I haven't been for 6 months at least.
Oh, it's not been that long.
I don't know, it seems like it.
No, it's only April.
Yeah,
So it's only 3
we got that
months
darn
anyway.
dog back in May or something. Our lives have changed significantly. Hey,
Yeah, having a puppy is a lot different from a wise old 13-year-old dog.
yeah, that's a dog.
Yeah, I don't know that I could have a puppy now.
I haven't been around dogs for 35 years. And then Mandy was the dog she had when we first got back together. Mandy did this scar here. She was so happy to see me. And this one over here with Mandy was pretty laid back and smart. Yeah, she was smart too. Yes, you are too.
Yeah, I think I have forgotten how much work a puppy is. Plus, all my other puppies were easy compared to this one.
Dogs are a lot of work,
Yeah.
and they're expensive.
That
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Yep.
I know.
And I just got a notice that Haven's insurance is going up. I'm like, oh joy, you know?
Yep.
Shiloh. Good, yeah, excellent, very good, yeah, very good, what a good girl. Okay, now get it. Now send her out of position with the get it. Shiloh. Yeah, very good.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because I get bored walking her around on a leash in the backyard, so I like to let her run. She loves to run. I mean, she can run fast and hard. And she can stop and dig a hole faster than I can.
Oh yeah, this morning she dug out the whole, what do you call those things? The whole thing of grass.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah,
Sod?
that big around,
Yeah, sod, that's what, I mean, the piece about this big, she dug it up and then she was running around, parading around with it and tore it up.
Throws it around, plays with it.
I think it was ryegrass and not the actual long grass, but I don't know how she did that.
Where's the kitty? That's not the kitty. That's the treating train. She goes, I remember that. That was a very fun afternoon. I remember that.
Yeah, there's a kitty.
Whoops.
What happened?
She's just a little on the skittish side.
Oh,
Has she met your friend?
Yes, they actually came and stayed with us in the mountains for a few
Okay,
days.
so she
But that
knows.
was a long time ago.
Oh, I have the friend over
Yeah.
a couple of times before. Have a friend to Shiloh's house. Before you have to beard the tiger in its den and get, and if you can take it over to your friend's house one time.
Yeah.
But I would have the friend start meeting him for coffee or something, and then, what do you want? What, darling? Yeah, you went pool.
But the thing is, we're just gonna primarily be spending the night over there, and we'll come back to our house we still need to, you know, they still need to know each other.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that doesn't affect that. At least we, and, you know, we're not gonna be spending all that out of our house. A lot of it.
Well, yeah, but you want your crate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And her favorite toys, a snuffle mat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we've done Super Bowls.
Yes.
So if you have trouble getting her into the house, which is a possibility, Super Bowls, practice Super Bowls for the next few days so that she is very, very familiar with it. Because you can move them into a space they might not be comfortable going into using Super Bowls.
Okay. We can do that. What is that?
My gloves,
Oh.
my loose leash walking gloves. Good girl, bring. Come here,
That's another good one.
bring,
Try
come
to get her
on.
to do.
Yeah, bring me the glove. Yes, girlie, yes. What a good girl. What a good girl. Come here. Yeah, bring me the glove. Yeah, try it. Come on, here we go. Come here.
Let me have it. Let Daddy have it.
Oh, gosh.
Good girl. What a good girl. What a good girl. Yeah. Yeah. It's not as much fun as this glove.
No, don't tear it up.
She will.
Yes, I know. But it's not going to do any good to say no. We just have to find something that's a little
Oh,
better.
yeah, she liked that
Let me have it. Try it.
Come here. Come here.
Should I grab the glove?
There you go.
Okay, give me. Let me see.
It's a little wet.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah,
Put it up here?
Yeah, stick her up there.
Shiloh.
Those are nice when you have a large dog
Yeah.
that, and you need a little traction here. I have compression gloves too that I use when they're really,
Let me see.
I'm not giving it to you. I'm gonna eat it.
Come
I
on.
wanted to eat something.
Come on, let's play.
Just get it.
Hey, try it.
Yes, get it. You know what I have, Shiloh? I have several of those. Several, I'm telling you. more than one.
That glove fell again over
I
there.
have more than one. I have more than one. I have more than one. Did I do it again? Yes. 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 Yeah. Oh. 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 Out. Yes. Get it. Yes. Get it. Yes. Woo. 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 Out. Does that one taste better? Haven is not a very vocal dog, but when he really wants me to play with something, he'll bring it up and he'll drop it in my lap and growl. Which, if I didn't know the dog, would put the fear of God in me.
Mandy used to play growl big time.
Yeah.
He sounded ferocious.
Yeah.
Tyler doesn't do that.
Hey, Shiloh. Listen, just in case I had to. Shiloh.
Yeah, trying to get my attention. You don't.
Nope.
Like you barked at me. Right when we were having fun. Yeah. Hi, watch my pants. Yeah. You know, there's never a time when you don't know where your teeth were. There was no reason for that. Oh, yeah, nice. Oh, it's over. Now you just ignore the dog for a minute. 60 full seconds. This is how you teach them it's over, which means it's over. But you get them, you don't want to get them cranked to the max. You want to get them cranked up a little bit where they're having fun, and then it's over, and then it goes away. I normally put it up high rather than tuck it in my chair. That was so much fun, wasn't it? We want to try it again? Huh? You want to try it again? Which one? Huh? Okay, that one.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah, you like this one because it's got more bungee.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got more bungee action. This one doesn't have good bungee action. Oh, the fur's flying.
Not too much left after he's done.
Yeah, when you play two-toy with a dog, they have to be exactly the same. You should see how she favors one over the Drop. Drop. not letting you quit. You don't get to quit on me. It's over. It's over.
That's done.
All done. Very nice. Very nice.
Did you have fun? Was that fun? Yeah.
Well, here's the other one. Yeah.
Ooh.
Look at that. Yeah. Get your prey drive up. Get your prey drive up. So you'll never be able to pass another squirrel.
She's more interested in birds than squirrels.
Birds.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this morning there was
Did I make you nervous there?
big, what are they again? Those big ones that fly around in groups.
Crows? Oh.
No?
No.
Geese?
No, bigger than doves.
Crows?
Oh, well, you know what
Ravens.
they are. They're birds, they're carrion eaters. Circle around.
Oh, the buzzards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whole flock of buzzards.
Oh.
He was just standing there watching us.
You ever seen them dry their wings?
No.
They get up on the top of the telephone poles and they spread their wings out like this and dry them in the morning. It's like really amazing. Yes, you're such a fur lover, aren't you? You're such a fur lover. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Take it. Take it. Yes. Take it. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Yes.
You're good and tired after this session.
I think I have that class. I'm sure I have that class in my portfolio of fancy classes. I know I have Baby Den, which is for puppies, but I know most of those Zen games. So if you've got questions and your goals, don't
Yeah.
tell ya. Yeah.
It's, you know, that cooperative care book basically starts with the Zen stuff.
Yes, it does. Yeah, well, you have to have a Zen space.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be doing a cooperative care soon now. Watch her teeth. You know where your teeth are. She plays nice. She doesn't try to grab where
Right.
your hand is. That's very unusual, especially for a dog this young. Yeah. What do you think, huh? Oh, ho, ho, ho. What do you think, huh? What do you think, huh? Are you taking me on a ski trip? So do you think you can do backwards?
Yeah, I think I have a much better idea on how
Yeah.
to get this started.
Yeah, well, we did a conglomeration of about 3 different ways. I mean, there's so many ways to teach every behavior, and I kind of gave you a conglomeration, and then when I started to think about it, I thought, well, let's not do it coercively by putting pressure on the dog. We can do it a more fun way for it, which is us backing up. You want to do it in the house, and then once the dog has it, like I do it with Haven out on, if there's sidewalk and grass, I bring his front feet on the grass and have him back up onto the sidewalk. Or you can do it the other way around.
Right.
Anywhere where there's a change and it'll get to the point where you can, they're not gonna need that change, and but you've got a ways to go before you hit the long ways. No, I don't know about a long ways, but you got a ways to go. You have, depends on how quickly this one decides to learn.
I mean, some things she learns.
We're gonna go, oh, I like that.
Before the traffic goes up at
I'm telling you.
3:15, 3:18.
I guess we do need to.
Hey.
Backwards.
It's always backwards.
That's all right, you can just go around, there you go. Yeah, the print is always on the top.
We're having a few harness challenges every once in a while. But this one to me is,
She did that really nicely. Well, that's her car one.
yeah, that's the car one.
Yeah.
Then she has 2 walking ones. The easy walk one and the freedom one.
Do you like the Freedom harness?
Yeah, sort of. I actually, I think, well, I was gonna say, I think she's easier to control walking with the easy walk.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she's starting to
Yeah.
really do well anyway, so I don't know, maybe I'll.
Well, the easy walk, you just pull that off of their nose. And then once they're there and they think that thing's on their nose, then you just pull it off and they're walking on a leash. On collar and leash. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right, kids. Am I going to see you soon?
I would like to, put this together and you know, it depends on what happens.
Give me a call or
Yeah.
give me a text. Shoot me a text. Let me know what you want to do. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, the next couple of weeks or 3 or 4 weeks maybe.
Yeah.
A little.
Yeah, I mean, if we're in Aiken, and we're working on the house, there's no
Oh,
reason for
yeah.
us not to
Yeah.
get here.
I had friends